Aren't we just tired of people being so goddamn weak nowadays? Nobody can handle any jokes. Nobody knows how to relax and have a good time. Everybody's always on edge. Everyone wants someone to baby them. And everybody wants trigger warnings before they consume entertainment. It's so annoying, it's stupid, it makes no sense to me. And it seems like trigger warnings are coming back to gaming. And I have no idea why. It's so goddamn pathetic. And the upcoming Silent Hill game is going to give you a huge warning before you even play the game. And we have a tweet to look at that goes over it. But before we get into it, like, comment, and subscribe to push this video out in the YouTube algorithm. And here's the tweet right here. It says, that is the disclaimer for Silent Hill F on the official website. And you can see the image right here. It says, Silent Hill F, psychological horror, rated M. Please read before playing. This game contains depictions of gender discrimination, child abuse, bullying, drug-induced hallucinations, torture, and graphic violence. This game is set in Japan in the 1960s and contains depictions based on the customs and culture of that time. These depictions do not reflect the opinions or values of the developers or any individuals involved. If you feel uncomfortable at any point while playing, please take a break from playing or speak to someone you trust. Oh my god, why do you feel the need to say this? This is so fucking pathetic. And you're practically spoiling the game before the game even comes out and before anyone even sees anything, because why would I want to be spoiled on many different elements of the game's story and dialogue? You're telling me there's bullying and gender discrimination and abuse? Why would I want to know that before I even consume the story? It would be more impactful if you surprise people with those elements and those parts of the story rather than just telling them that's what's gonna happen in the game. I don't want to know what's gonna happen in the game. I have no interest in survival horror. I think it's boring. But for the people who are, wouldn't you rather be surprised? Because the whole horror genre is just based off jump scares. Imagine if you knew a jump scare was coming because they gave you a warning before it even happened. You wouldn't even want the jump scare anymore because it wouldn't be effective anymore. Because you know it's gonna fucking happen. So why even say anything in the first place? And second of all, why do people have to be warned about these different things? There's nothing wrong with any of these elements in storytelling. Whether it be abuse, bullying, drug-induced hallucinations, torture, violence. Every game has violence. There's nothing wrong with drug-induced hallucinations. That can make the story more interesting. That can make the visuals more interesting. Gender discrimination, you got abuse on here. Bullying. I just can't take the term bullying seriously anymore. This is so fucking stupid. And you think that because someone makes a game that has violence and all these other elements of it in the game, you think that's reflective of developers' own stories and backstories and beliefs? No one ever looked at a fictional villain in a fictional medium across everything, comics, movies, TV, video games, and said, you know what, because the developer or the writer of the story created this villain, I'm just gonna assume that this villain is a self-insert character and the developer himself is a murderer. No one ever thought that, so why do you feel the need to say, this is a fictional character? Don't worry, we don't agree with this. We don't do this in our personal life. We don't do gender discrimination in real life. We don't abuse in real life. We don't do drugs. That's just a fictional character. No shit, it's a fictional fucking character. No one ever thought that means the developers does everything that the game does. Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. This is how fucking pathetic people are nowadays. People may look at this and get excited for the game and say, oh, this game is not holding back, but they're practically spoiling the game for you. Why not just let people experience those things rather than saying, oh, here's everything that will happen that's bad in the game? I don't want you to tell me that. I want to experience it firsthand. And they can easily just say, hey, we're not going to hold any punches with this game. We're not going to tell you specifically what's going to happen, but this game is not for the faint of heart. If you're weak, get the fuck out or go up here and play the game. They can say that. That would be way better than just telling us everything that's bad about the game or bad that's going to happen to the characters in the game. Just say you're not going to pull your punches. And people would respect you for that, especially nowadays, because villains nowadays can't be villains. Villains got to be sympathetic and they got to be oppressed victims. Oh, he's only a villain because he dealt with discrimination. Oh, she's only a villain because incels hate women. That's the only reason she's been a villain this whole time. Please feel bad for the bad guys that want to murder everybody. The villains did nothing wrong. I agree with them. That's what villains are like nowadays. Sympathetic victims that dealt with discrimination and hard times in life. That's why they're villains. But villains can become bad people because of shit that they've been through. That doesn't mean you should have sympathy for them if they burn down a building. I can't stand how writing is nowadays when it comes to villains. Let villains be villains. But people can't handle a villain that's evil for the sake of evil. That's why we have stupid fucking disclaimers disclaimers when we play video games. Even like some streaming services have trigger warnings before you watch a movie. It's fucking pathetic. This shit is so dumb. I don't want to be spoiled on a story before I play the game. It is what it is, I guess. For me, I'm not even a big Silent Hill fan. I don't like survival horror. Survival horror is just jump scares with barely any gameplay. I personally do not understand the appeal of the genre because you're barely doing anything. You're just walking around in this gloomy, dark, dim lit environment, and once in a while you get hit with a jump scare or a ghost or something, or some objects fall off the shelves, or the whole screen shakes, or there's some weirdo in the woods creeping around. I don't understand the appeal of it, but a lot of people like it, so whatever, I guess. If you're a Silent Hill fan, you will probably still enjoy the game. Maybe this disclaimer will get on your nerves and ruin the mood for you, especially since you've been spoiled on a lot of things already. Or maybe you needed this disclaimer to tell you what exactly is going on in the game and to tell you that this game is not going to pull its punches when it comes to story and characters. So, oh well, I guess all we have to do is wait and see how this would affect the game. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Silent Hill F, go fuck yourself.